Welcome back to my Colorado Mountain Garden and welcome to the first video of 2023. I'm going to go over the peppers that I'm growing this year. Some of them are the ones that I grew from last year. I have one new one, and I'm bringing back some new ones that I grew last year because they did so well. I will be starting these around the 14th to the 17th of February, which is later than what I started them last year. And it's just because they got a little bit large for me before I could move them out into the greenhouse. So I'm going to extend that out, and I pay attention to that. I keep a gardener journal and everything like that. Plus I have the videos that I can refer back to. I'm growing two types of jalapenos this year. The first one is from Sandia Seeds, and it's just your basic jalapeno. Last year I grew jackpot jalapenos, and they were a little small, but I didn't have them in containers. I actually grew them in one of the raised beds that I normally put squash in, and I just didn't like how they turned out. So I'm going to go back to containers for all my peppers, except for maybe some of the sweeter peppers. So this is the first jalapeno, and as you can see, I just put that this was from Sandia, so I knew where it was from. And I germinate them in paper towel. I'm not starting them today. Again, I'm not starting them until February. And the second jalapeno is from Baker Creek. It's called Craig's Grande Jalapeno. This one should be really good for stuffing, making poppers, things like that. Other things I'm going to be doing with a lot of my peppers this year is also dehydrating them and making some different rubs and stuff like that, because I also I barbecue a lot, and I also smoke a lot of meats and things like that. So that's my plan, and I got a new dehydrator this year. So that's the second type. And while I had these seeds out, I went ahead and got the baggies ready to start um, germinating them in. And chimeo is one of my favorite peppers to grow. You can put that in green chili, you can grind it up and make it in a powder. You can pretty much do anything you would do with an Anaheim, you can do with the chimeos, but I use it a lot in my cooking of all types of chili, whether it be green chili, red chili. And these seeds come from I believe it's called Portero Trading Post. And it's a famous place that grows chimeo peppers in New Mexico. I'm also growing Anaheims this year. I'm going to be planting more Anaheims this year because this year I'm not going to plant Hatch. I decided to take Hatch off the list, mostly because I didn't have seeds and I didn't just want to pay for one packet of seeds. So I'm going to double up on the Anaheims, and these were fairly spicy. So, um, some of it I will, when I make up and I dry them, or however I roast them or whatever, depending on what I'm going to do, I may take the seeds and the ribs out of the not the jalapeno peppers, the Anaheim peppers. And the next one is poblano, also from Baker Creek. A lot of these are from Baker Creek, and again, a lot of these seeds I purchased last year, so they're not new seeds this year, and that's another reason, since there is a year going there, some of the seeds may not germinate. They may germinate 100%. But most of my seeds are from last year, except for new things that I'm bringing in this year. These are the banana peppers, and I got these seeds late last year off of a free seed giveaway, and that was one of the seeds that he was giving away was banana peppers. And I didn't get them started until I think it was April, second week of April. And it was at the very end that we started getting banana peppers. My husband loves banana peppers, so at least I have the seeds now, and so I'm going to start those at the same time. And the last one is the Etuda, which is an orange bell pepper. This is of Polish descent. Again, Baker Creek. I bought these last year from Baker Creek. They did awesome. And I'm not a big green pepper fan, but I really like these seeds. Sorry, everything's going out of focus here. So they are making the cut again. Now, when I start all these seeds, I'm going to have them on my heat mats, but I'll put a tray down so that they don't get too hot. You don't have to have a heat mat to start your pepper seeds or your tomato seeds. If you're germinating them in paper towel, what you'd want to do is maybe sit them up on top of the refrigerator. They don't need light until after they germinate and pop all the way and come through the soil. If let's say if you're planting directly in soil, one, you want to make sure that your soil is warm. So you want them to be in a little bit warmer room. Otherwise, it could take longer to germinate the seeds. Now, most peppers say 7 to 14 days. I've had them germinate in as fast as 3 days. So we'll just see where we go along. It seems like the jalapenos seem to germinate first, and then the sweeter peppers germinate second, but that doesn't hold true every year. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Look for more videos, and happy gardening.